They say you can't go back home again, but for one weekend we did. What a way to say goodbye. After the sale, the Wisconsin Central welcomed passenger trains to the former Green Bay and Western. So, Great Lakes Western Rail Tours chartered a farewell to the GBW Excursion. Over 350 people rode this historic trip from Kewaunee to Marshland and return. Thanks to Great Lakes Western and the Wisconsin Central, we'll take our last look at the GBW from the cab of a C424.
Look at this. They're going to fall right off the bridge.
This kind of gives you the little willy, so I mean everybody out there taking pictures and getting the last.
This is a Wisconsin Central operation, but the GBW's shadow is 127 years old, and it won't fade away quickly. Today, we'll ride 248 miles, almost the entire GBW main line. The WC pulled a pair of C424s out of storage for this train. And there's 38 years of GBW heritage at the throttle, engineer Ken Johnson. The WC has made a few changes since they took over the GBW on August 28, 1993. Many more are coming soon. But this weekend, we can almost forget that the GBW is a fallen flag.
There's Danny.
Anyway, we're sitting there and the guy's a chef also. Brings out these big ribeyes. And he's howdy. Ken, is there a lot of brush up a little bit farther yet, if I remember correctly?
No, it's pretty good the rest of the way in.
Yeah, the engineer says it's pretty good on the rest of the way in, so if you want us to open up a few, it should be no problem. Did you ever trap any cars up here, Ken, when the bridge went? Like, so when the bridge went on the old Anapee here, did you ever, another one left over there, eh?
We didn't go over there very often.
Long ago, Casco Junction had a depot, water plug, and a small yard. Nothing is left except the severed connection to the Anapee and Western, disappearing into the weeds.
Yeah, you got your MLOs and that are...
The Kewaunee Division sees very few trains now, and the rusty rail can prevent crossing signals from working. So the railroad has invoked Rule 103. Crews must make sure crossing flashers are working or stop and flag the crossing. The KGB&W was practically built to serve the car ferries. and it won't last long without them. 5 years from now, the rails we're riding will be torn up from Kewaunee to the grade crossing ahead of us. We're riding the Kewaunee, Green Bay, and Western on the last locomotive they purchased, the 314. Behind Sister 313 is an impressive 15-car train filled with people who never rode the GBW before and never will again. Today's train is one for the history books. This is the last time Alcos will venture to either end of the railroad. People gathered at almost every grade crossing to take pictures, to watch, and to wave goodbye.
First time I come down this hill, everybody was, oh, watch out for that hill, watch out for that hill. I stopped back there about a half a mile.
Oh, yeah.
Now what do I do?
The woods of Baird Creek soon give way to Green Bay's industrial east side.
Dispatcher north to the 313 west, over.
313 west.
313, what is your location, over?
Haber. Just right at Haber.
Haber's at 958, okay. Gary, is this Gary Lockstein, over?
Roger. Is it cold train by yet, do you know, Gary?
The east side of Green Bay is a remarkable mix of mills, factories, warehouses, businesses, and homes. Spur tracks seem to run everywhere, providing a healthy source of business for the railroad. As we trundle down Eastman Avenue, the GLW staff and our crew prepare for our stop at the classic Northwestern Depot. We'll change crews there and pick up passengers. But first, we have to cross the Fox River to get on the former CNW main line.
Now, there's just going to be a couple of people hauling bags into the 491 that's only about 2 feet from them. So we can make 2 stops, 3, whatever you prefer.
How about one?
1 sounds good to me, too. But I think we got to notify the people that we're going to be here and then back up and load them up. And then if you want to swap crews, that's fine too, whatever way you want to do it. I used to load them goddamn ships. Yeah, I worked at Stevedore for 2 years. Loading ships out of lights here. It was fun, but it was a lot of work. Summertime, it was hot, man.
Back in the train, passengers were clamoring for a better view.
We want this door open now.
We want this door.
Well, I'll give that a big success.
The car owners can't find the padlock key, so they do what they must.
There's the 43 bridge over there. Of course, at the base of which used to house many a Elko on the Northwestern. We're stopped right in the middle of the river here. I guess they're lining a switch or something.
As it turns out, we're waiting for a coal train.
Holy smokes, look at the power he's got. How come I didn't have power like that?
Hey, you got the good stuff.
Yeah.
There's the flying unit.
Once the coal train passes, we're clear to back down to the depot.
Okay, Kewaunee, turn clear on the crossing, keep coming back.
Roger, coming back.
Our new crew is engineer Frank Fitzgerald, who hired out on the GBW in 1954, before conductor Brian Buchanan was born.
And then are you aware of Black Creek? We have to pick up a car.
Yeah, okay. Where do they want that, Brian?
The rear end.
The rear end.
Very rear. Yeah. Take it easy.
Okay.
Leaving the depot, we creep on the former CNW main line from Chicago to Upper Michigan and the North Woods. This was the route of the Peninsula 400, which ran with the Northwestern's small fleet of intercity bilevels, including the 4 in our train. These aren't commuter coaches. They have plush seats and food service. And they're no strangers to Broadway Tower.
And I never thought I'd see Broadway Tower from a Northwestern bilevel, but there it is.
After crawling through the North Green Bay Yard, Brian lines us back onto the GBW at McDonald Yard.
We have to talk to our dispatcher.
Uh-huh.
And we were looking at maybe a photo run by somewhere around Maryland. How's that sound?
Perfect. Wherever you guys want it. It
Okay,
should
we'll
be
just
daylight.
have to talk to our dispatcher and
Okay.
see what the scoop is.
All right.
Roger, okay, and I sent you a copy of the general order for Black Creek and for Whitehall.
Okay, and I got that, Gary, and you can put us right on track warrant 714 right now. We're underway.
Yeah, on the way from Master Street.
That's correct.
Okay,
He said to give it a whistle.
Okay.
Holy moly, look at all the people.
Perfect day for this, you know, outstanding. Wow. Which I'm very happy, because it could be snowing.
That's right. One of our guys had bet that it would be snowing today, and that's not, he doesn't have makeup.
Yeah. Now. Son-in-law.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Like tens of thousands of Kewaunee trains before us, we plod down Norwood Avenue. This is a vital link on the GBW, but trains must trudge through backyards, crossing 10 streets in less than a mile. WC doesn't need it, and it will be gone within a year. Our Century 424s are hauling vestiges of America's most famous passenger trains. Wisconsin and Southern's Northern Sky was built as a dome lounge observation for the Union Pacific's city's streamliners. GLW Power Cars 492 and 493 both started out as Canadian National baggage cars and later worked for Via Rail Canada. GLW 600 is a half coach, half lounge. All 4 intercity bilevels are restored to their original Chicago and Northwestern colors and numbers. 703 is a 96-seat coach. 903 is another half coach, half lounge, equipped for food service. Great Lakes Western is doing a lively business inside there today, selling snacks and refreshments. 707 is another 96-seat coach. Nicolay Badger Northern 4380 is a former Rock Island baggage car. GLW Power Car 491 was built as a troop train kitchen car. Amtrak converted it into a baggage car. GLW Illinois was built as a coach for the Atlantic Coast Line. 3222 Palm Beach was a Seaboard Airline bedroom lounge. Charlotte Creek is a baggage car built for Union Pacific. Silver Pheasant is a diner built for the Burlington's Twin Cities Zephyr, which certainly held up the GBW at East Winona. The Iowa River was originally the Rio Grande's Silver Aspen, a sleeper for the California Zephyr. GBW's Trempealeau River is another UP Dome Lounge observation. It later ran on the original auto train. Bringing up the markers is former CNW 402, the Iowa, now privately owned. It was built for New York Central's 20th Century Limited.
It doesn't say you waved across.
Badger to GBW 313, train for Gerald, over.
Go ahead, Gary.
He's clear of the transfer up there. My star Frank and presume that switch will be wrong for you.
Switch will be wrong by the transfer. Okay, Gary, we're just coming up to 12th Avenue right now, so it worked out real fine.
Okay, roger.
A surprise awaits us at the Norwood Yard office. The 306 is idling outside.
I'll keep her down a little bit, Brian. Hey, Brian? Yeah. We got a wrong switch, that red one up there.